Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Taylor Nicholson and welcome to my beauty space. So for today's look, I did a super full glam sunset eye look, and I kept the eyes really matte, and then I made the skin super glossy and pretty, and I just love how this look turned out. So if you guys like this and you want to see how I got it, then please keep watching. And also don't forget to go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on your notification bell so that you never miss a post. So without further ado, let's get into it. So for today, we're going to begin with the eyes, and first of all, I'm going in with my concealer that I'm going to use on the face later on. I'm going to go ahead and put this on the lids to prime. I'm just blending this in with a little concealer brush. I love doing this method, number one, because my eyeshadows really stick onto it, and number two, because I do have a lot of discoloration and darkness around my inner corner and lid area, so putting on a concealer instead of just an eyeshadow base always works the best for me. And as you can see, I am taking that concealer from the inner corner all the way up to the brow, just to make a clean canvas for us to start putting on the shadows. So for eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Per Cosmetics Festival Pressed Pigment Palette. I'm taking this really pretty bright pink shade called Wild Child. And I'm taking this on a little E.L.F. blending brush. And I am just packing this right onto the lid. I'm not going above the crease, but I am going from inner to outer corner and just packing this shade down and making sure that it is extremely pigmented. And as you can see, I did go in and put some tape on the edges of the eyes, so I'm just packing this color all the way out to the tape. Now I'm going to switch to this NYX Ultimate Brights eyeshadow palette, and I am taking the orange shade, the bright orange. And I'm going to go ahead and take this on a little Luxie mini tapered brush. And as you can see, I'm placing this shade right above where that pink ends. And I'm really trying to like stamp it in. And then once I have the color laid down, I will go in and blend. But I do really want to have that pink still there and the orange still there. So I'm not trying to lose either shade. I'm just trying to blend out the harsh edges. And now I'm going in with an even brighter orange from the Laura Lee Party Animal palette, and the shade is called Drinks. And it's just a really beautiful, vibrant orange. And I'm taking this and going in the exact same places that we took that other shade. I'm just putting this over top because it's a little bit more vibrant, and I didn't really like the way that that orange looked in my crease. I felt like it was getting washed out a little bit, so I wanted to go back in with this shade and just really intensify it. And as you can see with this orange, I am going from inner to outer corner and making sure that pigment is all the way through the crease. Now I'm going back in with that NYX palette, and I'm mixing the two yellow shades together on this little It Cosmetics Airbrush Blending Crease brush. And I'm just taking these yellows and putting them right at the edges of where the orange was, which there's not really that much room for it. It's basically right underneath the brow, so I am blending these colors quite high up on my lid. I'm sure if you have a bigger lid space, then this is not necessary, but you know, for me, I have hooded eyes, I have small lids, so it's a necessity for me. Now I'm switching to the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk eyeshadow palette. I'm taking this really beautiful purple shade called Amethyst. I'm taking this on a little Morphe tapered mini blender brush. And I'm going to go ahead and add this to the outer corner of the eye. I'm not bringing this in any more than like the outer third of the eye. I'm trying to keep this right there on the outer V and then right at the edge of where the tape is, just to darken up that outer crease and kind of give my eye look a little bit more depth. And I believe that adding this purple outside of the pink just makes the pink stand out so much better. Because you'll see whenever I go in a little bit, I'm going to touch up that pink. And having that purple in the outer corner just really sets the pink off and makes it look so much more vibrant and beautiful. So now I'm going to go in with this Morphe 350M Nature Glow eyeshadow palette. I'm taking this really nice kind of like cool tone dark brown shade, and I'm literally just taking this and putting the tiniest little bit right along the tape and like up into the crease, just right there in that outer corner. Not too much, just a teensy little bit to add some depth. And that is all for the eyes for now. We are going to go ahead and move on to the face. I'm going to go ahead and take this No Poreblem Primer by Touch in Soul. And I'm going to go ahead and put that all over the skin. And as you can see, I've already taken the tape off of my eyes to reveal my clean, crisp line. Now I'm going in with this Revlon Colorstay makeup for normal to dry skin in the shade 150 Buff, and the NYX Total Control Foundation Drops in the shade Classic Tan, and my Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. Wow, that was a lot. I'm mixing all three of those together. I know that's like a lot, but I just love mixing foundations. Like, I never just use one foundation because I just always mix my foundations. These foundations are great, but the little Milani Complexion Enhancer just gives your skin the most natural, healthy glow. I've added it to like 3 or 4 different foundations at this point, and every single one of them, it just made my skin look so pretty and so healthy and natural. It's just, I love this stuff. Like, it's amazing. I feel like you could add it to any foundation, as long as it's not like too moisturizing already, and it's just going to make any kind of foundation that you have moisturizing, and it's going to keep your skin looking glowy and healthy all day long. Like, even when you put powder over top of this, it still just gives your skin just such a glow. And as usual, y'all know the drill. Make sure you get your foundation blended down your neck, back into your hairline, by your ears, and the sides of your nostrils, everywhere that you could miss some foundation and have a mark and a line. Fix it. Make sure that you have foundation everywhere. So now for concealer, I'm just going in with this Milani concealer in the shade Nude Ivory. I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath the eyes, on the chin, cupid's bow, nose, and in the middle of the forehead, just to hide my under eye circles and highlight my face. And of course, I'm just going to take my beauty blender and I'm just going to go ahead and blend this into the skin. And once I have everything blended in, I am going to go in with my Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder in the shade 10 Fair Light. This powder is a little bit thick, and it's technically like a face powder. But I use it to set my under eyes when I want something that's like super, super full coverage. Like, if I didn't want full coverage, I probably would have went with like Laura Mercier or like Bite Beauty or something. But I wanted full coverage today, so I took this Maybelline powder. I'm setting all the places that I put that concealer, and then I'm also going on my smile lines and setting those down as well. And whatever powder is left over, I'm just taking it and setting the rest of the face pretty much, because I'm not going with a face powder. I'm just taking this and like pressing everything down into the skin. Now to finish off the eyes, I'm going in with this little flat tight liner brush from Alamar Cosmetics and that same purple shade from the Huda Beauty palette. And I'm just taking this and I am just pushing this right into the lower lashes. And then I'm going back in with that E.L.F. blending eye brush in that same pink shade. And I'm going to go ahead and start buffing out to that purple. And for this lower lash line, we are going to be smoking it out, y'all. Of course, I have to go right back in with that bright orange shade on that same Luxie brush and blend a little bit more at that lower lash line. And then lastly, I'll be taking those yellow shades on that same IT Cosmetics brush, and I'm blending this even more. And as you can see, like I said before, I'm blending this like way down onto my cheeks. You don't have to do it that intensely, but I just thought that it looked really pretty with this just being such a blown out look. And then I'm even blowing it out on like the outer part of the eye, but where I had the tape, it still has like a defined line for my top shadow, but I'm just blending the bottom shadow out and making it soft, and it just gave the prettiest look, and I just really loved how it turned out with the bottom being brought down so far. So then, moving back to the face, I'm going in with this Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and honestly, I know this is an EcoTools brush, but I've had it for so long that the words are rubbed off, and I cannot find it on the website, so any just kind of like bronzing brush will work. But this is just the Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer, the original one. And I'm taking this and putting it under the cheekbones and then around the forehead and the temples and then around the jawline as well, just to chisel out my face, you know, give my face some more color, give me some more dimension, and just really bring myself back to life. After I put all of that powder on and really locked everything in, I was looking a little flat. Now for blush, I'm going in with the Lorac Color Source Buildable Blush in the shade Prism and this little Luxie Precision Foundation brush. And I'm going to go ahead and put this blush on my cheeks. I am starting on the backs of the cheekbones and then I will work my way into the apples of the cheeks. I love applying my blush kind of like all over. I just feel like it gives you more of a flush of color, and it also just helps your blush tie into your bronzer and your contour, and it just makes everything melt together even better. Then for highlight, I'm going in with this Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the shade Purple Dreams. I'm taking on this little Morphe Define Deluxe Blender brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight all the high points of my face. I'm going on the cheekbones, on the chin, cupid's bow, and nose, and above the eyebrows. And I love this highlighter. I didn't know how it was going to look because this really is like a purple highlight, but it is stunning, you guys. Like, even putting it in the middle of my face, like on my nose and my chin, I was really nervous. But it actually looked really good, and I was very impressed with this. It's so pretty. And then since this is a powdery highlight, whenever I get done, I go back in with my Beauty Blender, which is still a teensy little bit damp, and I just kind of like tapped over top just to press this down into the skin so that it does not move all day. And then, of course, I had to apply a little bit more on top to make it more pigmented. So I basically did this method until I was satisfied with, you know, how pigmented my highlighter was. But I love this method, especially with like really loose highlights like this. It just makes them stick to your face and they do not move. And then I'm taking that same highlight on this little E.L.F. eye contour brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my inner corners with this. And now I'm going back in with that same Maybelline Loose Finishing Powder on my Beauty Blender. And I'm just going to go ahead and put this underneath the cheekbones so I can really chisel out the face. And now I'm just going in with this little E.L.F. blending brush, and I'm just taking a teensy little bit of my bronzer and just going down the sides of the nose because I felt like my nose had kind of gotten lost and it didn't have any dimension to it whatsoever. So I literally took like the teeny tiniest little bit of this and put it down the sides, and then I tapped over with my Beauty Blender just to press it into the skin. And then I went off camera and did my brows with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and set them into place with the NYX Tinted Brow Gel in the shade Blonde. And as you can see, I really like to brush my eyebrows upwards so they get the more full and feathery look. And then I did go in and apply mascara, but I didn't feel the need to include that because y'all know how to apply mascara. But I did go in with the Maybelline Lash Sensational if any of you are curious. And then for lips, I'm going in with the CoverGirl Melting Pout Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ballerina. And it's just a really pretty pinky nude shade. So I'm just going to go ahead and put that all over the lips. And then to top that off, I'm going in with the NYX Butter Gloss in the shade Angel Food Cake. And I'm just putting that right over top. Okay everyone, and that is it for today. I hope that you guys enjoyed this look. I really enjoyed creating it. It was so fun, and I think this is so pretty and colorful for summertime. It's just, I love the blend. The matte colors are beautiful. So if you guys did like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, leave me a nice comment, hit that notification bell so you're notified every single time I post a video, and I guess I'll see y'all in the next one. Thanks everyone for watching. Bye!